Hello, namaste.
Namaste, sir.
Yes. Can you hear audio?
Namaste, sir.
Namaste. Audio is okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, excellent. We'll start. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Sada Siva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parambaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Kesavam Padarayanam Sutrabhashyadritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvamanusantatthami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Pullaravindayata Patranetra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajwalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gita Mrtaduhe Namaha Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandanaha Partho Vatsas Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Geetamritam Mahad Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Bhishmadrona Jayadratha Jala Gandhara Nilopala Shalyagrahavathi Kripena Vahani Karnena Velakula Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Magara Duryodhana Vartini Sotirna Khalu Pandavai Hrananadi Kaivartaka Keshavaha Paracharya Vachassaroja Mamalam Gidartha Gandhotkadam Nanakyanaka Kesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhidam Loke Sajjana Shatpadairaharaha Pepiyamanam Muda Bhuyad Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradhamsina Shreyase Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutastunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedais Sangavadakramo-parishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Navidussurasura-jana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om. Good morning and namaskaram to all. So we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are in the 7th chapter. We did up to verse 21. We will spend some time on 21 and then we will continue. So 21 verses, one second. Yeah. Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktaha shraddhayarchitum ichchati tasya tasyachalam shraddham tameva vidadhamyaham. Okay, so audio is okay? Something happened here. It's okay? Somebody tell me, this audio is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay. Yo yam tanum bhaktaha shraddhayarchitum ichchati. Yaha bhaktaha. Those devotees, yam tanum, okay, whichever deities or the personal god, Ishta Devata, shraddhaya, with the full faith, architum ichchati, who worships or desires to worship, tasya tam eva shraddham. Tasya for them, that bhakti and shraddha, that devotion and faith, aham achalam vidadami, I give strength, I establish the strength, or I establish their bhakti and shraddha, I strengthen their bhakti and shraddha to worship those Ishta Devatas. I increase the strength, I increase the devotion, I strengthen their devotion towards that Ishta Devata. See, last class we discussed about the Hridaya Vara Madhye Kevalam Brahma Matram, right? That consciousness which is there in us, which is the one which is giving the Shraddha and Bhakti towards the Ishta Devata of whoever, whichever form everyone wants to worship. So here, the 4th chapter, 11th verse, it is better to refresh or recap that verse. 4th chapter. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. This is just an extension of that. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. Whoever, in whichever way they worship me, I bless them the same way. Okay? And all, without any mistake, follow, obey this rule and live here. So everyone follows this one. This rule, it is just an extension of that only. It is better to remember that verse by Sri Krishna here. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. Whoever is worshipping me here means Bhagavan Paramatma. So whoever worshipping me as Paramatma, tams tathaiva bhajamyaham. I bless them in the same way. Right? Mama vartmanu vartante. So that is the one which I want to recap here. So you can go back to 4th chapter, 11th verse and study the commentary. Okay. See, when any of us, when we do worship, when we worship a Devata, okay, who takes the form of that Devata? Who is that taking that form, right? Paramatma only. Is it not? It is the Paramatma, it is the consciousness in us which gives shape and form to that Devata, Ishta Devata. Let it be Krishna or let it be any Devatas. And this, the Paramatma in each one of us is giving the name and form, or gives the Rupam of that Devata. Is it not? Think about this particular point. We will know that the Paramatma only. This is the rule. So, another important point we have to remember is how each one selects the Ishta Devata. How each one selects the Ishta Devata. See, even in the case of a normal idols, everyone has this, Aradhya there. So some actors and all, people select some actors as their idols. Even Hitler also had so many followers. For Hitler also, is it not? Think about that. Anyone you take, any guru you take, any gurus you take in this universe, in this world, many gurus are there, or many prominent personalities are there. Everyone has got lot of followers. Every leader has got followers. How these leaders have these followers? Because it matches, the vibration matches, the vibes match. That is the reason why the followers make them leaders. Otherwise, the leader is no more leader. So long as there are followers, there is a leader. So the psyche, it matches with them. That is the reason. Even the cults also, there are so many. They also have a lot of followers. How come they have so many followers? It is as per the prakriti gunas of these followers. It matches with that. So they select that Ishta Devata. Similarly, the devotees also, they select their Ishta Devata as per their Prakriti Gunas. Is it not? And these Prakriti Gunas, these Ishta Devatas, when they approach these Ishta Devatas with certain desires, material benefits, they give that material benefits depends on the intensity with which the devotee worships them. So the devotee worships the Ishta Devata, the intensity, with what intensity they worship, they get the benefit. Yo yatha mam prapadyante tam tadhaiva bhajamyaham. So if the desire is so strong, the benefits also will be more. See, you take the case of somebody who wants to say climb Mount Everest. Think about this. This is a perfect example. Or somebody wants to be a PhD scholar or someone. So from morning to evening, if the person has got a lot of desire, he does only worshipping of the sitting and then praying with a lot of intensity, and he goes and writes the exam, or he tries to climb the Mount Everest. Is it possible? It is not possible in this life. So what this individual does is, he prays at the same time with lot of intensity, he works also. He does whatever actions to be done. See, he practices mountaineering or climbing this thing, he increases his strength of his lungs, he increases the strength of the muscles, he climbs a few mountains here and there and gets the proper training, and all through that he also worships the Ishta Devata also. Similarly, one who wants to have a PhD, he also, for the benefit of, to fulfill that desire, he also works. He works towards that goal. He studies, and at the same time he worships the God also. So the performance, the action, the work that the individual does, who is giving the strength? Paramatma only. Who is giving the strength to believe or have faith on that Ishta Devata? Paramatma only. The consciousness only. So the conscious, and who is the one who is sitting inside the trainer for that climbing Mount Everest, or what are the training facilities he gets? Who is sitting on the trainer, or other people who helps him or her? Paramatma only. So ultimately, it is the consciousness in each one of us, or in each of the Prakriti, or each of the people around, etc., is giving him the facilities, or giving him all the allows the circumstances, etc., so that this desire is fulfilled. Now you take the first case. Suppose somebody is only praying, not doing anything physical activity, because he doesn't have the enough strength to do that, but he worships the Devata all the time, but he is not doesn't have the strength. Then what will happen? When this body falls, this Sukshma Shariram, which has the desire to be a PhD or climbing Mount Everest, will get another form. That is, next life he will have a body which has a strength, etc., and he will continue to fulfill the desire. He will actually do the training. He will have a better body, better strength, and again the consciousness which is there in each one of us, in each of the facilities, etc., whether you take the sun or the air, etc., or the people around him who help him, Paramatma only gives all the strength. Paramatma only fulfills the desire. Even through the Ishtadevata, the Ishtadevata also is being lit by this Paramatma only. The consciousness in the Ishtadevata only gives him all that. Is it not? So it is ultimately the Paramatma who gives the strength, who strengthened even the belief on the Ishtadevata, and also the Ishtadevata also is Paramatma. Think about this little more, you will know it. See, think about Krishna or Shiva or any other Devata without consciousness. Is it possible? Without consciousness, can there be an Ishtadevata? No. So it is consciousness is the Paramatma. Atma is Bhagavan. Brahman, Brahmedi, Paramatmedi, Bhagavanidi, Shabdyate. These are all various words, various sounds, but ultimately it is the consciousness only. So, this is what we have to understand here. Then another question comes. Why to strengthen such a belief? Why Paramatma is strengthening the belief on Ishtadevata? Because by having a faith on any god, any Ishtadevata, these Devatas or Devas, etc., by having that, the person will convert himself from a bad person to a good person. He will be morally boosted. He will have moral values in life. He will get rid of Asuri Sambat and he will have more of Daivi Sambat. This is the positive thing about that, having a Devata as Ishtadevata. Let it be anyone, let it be anything. Okay, so why Bhagavan is increasing the faith, strengthening the faith on Ishtadevatas? This is one reason. And second reason is that even when the desires are not fulfilled, the case which we discussed earlier, even when it is not fulfilled, the culture continues. The culture, the samskara of worshipping a god will continue, and that will slowly lead to see Brahman in everything, including that Ishtadevata. One who starts seeing that Ishtadevata in each one of us, one who is a Krishna Bhakta, or a Kali Bhakta, or a Devi Bhakta, or a Shiva Bhakta, etc., he will start seeing that Ishtadevata in everything around, in animals, in plants, in other human beings. They see the same Ishtadevata in everywhere. The same thing happened with Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was a devotee of Kali, and he was seeing Kali in everything. But later what happened was, when Totapuri, the Advaita Acharya who came, and when he taught him that it is the Nirguna Parabrahman, what happened was, so Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says that when he sits and meditates, Kali comes in front. Kali comes in front of him. He is unable to break through the Kali. Then Totapuri got fed up, and then Totapuri, what he did is, he took a piece of glass piece, pressed on his forehead, and then he said he He had a pain suddenly, and then he said, "Now you do that." You can see, and that is how this is the thing which I have read in books. This is how it is. He was able to break through the notion of Kali, and then he could see the Nirguna Parabrahman in everything. But even after realization of this, he used to worship Kali again as Brahmamayi. Okay, so ultimately all the Ishta Devatas are Parabrahman only, all are Atma only, which is the consciousness which is there in me, you and the Devatas. There is only one God, there is only one Atma here. So that consciousness is giving the strength, and that consciousness strengthens the belief in each one of us when we worship any Ishta Devata. I hope now 21 is clear. We'll go to 22nd. Sa taya shraddhaya yuktah tasyaradhanamihate labhate cha tatah kaman mayaiva vihitan hitan. Yeah. Saha, that bhakta who is worshipping the Devatas, Ishta Devata, Saha, Taya Shraddhaya Yuktaha. With that steady faith, he has got a steady faith, right? The strong faith in that Ishta Devata, because of Paramatma's blessing only, because of the blessing from the consciousness only, he has the strength to have faith in that Ishta Devata. So Saha Taya Shraddhaya Yuktaha Tasyaha Aradhana Ihate. He continues to worship towards that Devata. Because of the strength that is developed, or because of the increase in faith in that Ishta Devata, he continues worshipping that Ishta Devata. Tataha, through that Ishta Devata, Maya eva vihitane tan hi kamane labhate. Maya eva, I am the one. Bhagavan says, I am the one. Means as Brahman, Krishna says, Maya eva vihitan tan hi kamane. That means all the sankalpa, all his desires, his or her desires, the desires of that bhakta, labhate cha, they get through tataha, through that Ishta Devata, Maya eva. I am the one who is giving the blessings through that Devata. So what does that mean? It means, what we already discussed this meaning. Through that Devata, the Paramatma in everywhere. Paramatma is everywhere. Is it not? It's called Sarvajnaha, Sarvashaktaha, Sarvavyapi. Omnipotent, omniscient, and what is the third one? Omnipresent. So that Bhagavan, Sarvajnaha, Sarvavyapi, which is there in the Ishta Devata also, through that Maya eva, through me, that Ishta Devata blesses the devotee with whatever desires he or she has. Maya eva vihitan, I am only the one who is giving all the desires of the bhakta. See, we already discussed this earlier. You see, there are new devatas are also coming up. Many places, many people, Ishta Devata. They can, each individual can even create a new Devata according to his wish. It is there. So, this Devata, which is coming in the imagination of an individual, new Devata, is fine. There is nothing wrong in it. Where is this new Devata is arising? In consciousness, in Paramatma only. Right? Because, see, if we understand this, it will be very clear. We will have absolutely no problem with all the religions. There are so many religions here. All religions have got their own Ishta Devatas. Let it be anyone, any Devatas. Any religion has got many Devatas. And as per Upanishads, as per Sanatana Dharma, all that which arises as Ishta Devata is from one and only one consciousness alone. Once we understand this, there will be no problem with any religious gods. Any religious gods. Muslim or Christian or any other. Any gods is perfectly alright. Because we know that all that Ishta Devatas, all that gods is only one consciousness, one Paramatma. Because Bhagavan says here, Maya eva vihitan tan hi kaman labhadeja. So, I am the one who is giving Brahman, Paramatma. Because already Bhagavan explained this earlier, but he is emphasizing here in this. That is the 22nd. Now we are ready to go to 23rd. Antavantu phalam tesham tat bhavatyalpamedhasam devan devayajo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi. Antavantu phalam tesham tad bhavatyalpamedhasam devan devayajo yanti madbhakta yanti mamapi. Alpamedhasam tesham. Alpamedhas means those who have less intelligence. Or what is that less intelligence means? Those who are worshipping the Alparupam. Okay, Alparupam is the Ishta Devatas. Ishta Devatas, when somebody is worshipping an Ishta Devata for the material benefits. Okay, that is the Alpamedas. That those people are called Alpamedas, means less intelligence. Tat phalam, the fruit of these actions. Tat phalam means the fruits of these actions or the fruits of their karmas by worshipping this Devatas. Tat phalam antavastu bhavati. It ends. Antavastu. It has got an ending. We know it. We have been discussing all through Bhagavad Gita. All the material benefits are to come to an end. It will end. Because it started, so it will end. Anything that starts will have an end. So the happiness that arises or the pleasure that arises by obtaining something or fulfilling of a desire through these Ishta Devatas will have an end. Antavantu antavastu bhavati devayajaha. Those worship Ishta Devatas devan yanti. They enjoy the Deva Prasadam. We will explain this little more. Deva Prasadam. But the main point, the last word, Mad Bhaktaha. One who worships me. Here me means Paramatma. One who worships me, Mad Bhaktaha, Mam Api Yanti. Those who worship me or those who understands me, realizes me, reaches me, gets liberated forever, which is permanent. That is the difference between these two. When someone worships a Devata to fulfill certain desires, the desires come to an end, the phalam comes to an end because this is a pleasure, right? These pleasures will have an end because it started, so it will have an end. So why they have an end? Why it is? Because it is Alpamedas. What is Alpamedas? These Devatas, which is a part of consciousness only. Is it not? That is the result. So the Devatas are a part of that consciousness. Because of that, the phalam, the Bhaudika Phalam that is got, that is obtained through these Devatas are also Alpam only. That's only part only. It will never be full. So, the desires, the desires for the material things will come to an end, whereas Antavastu Bhavati Devayajaha. See, people can worship to go to heaven also. Correct? It is not, see, going to heaven is not a small thing. Because the yajnas, yagas that has to be performed are very severe. The rules to perform those yajnas are to be followed very strictly. If it is not followed strictly, these devas, they get angry also. They get angry also and they harm these people also. Those who are looking for such benefits, they have to perform these yagas, yajnas very strictly. They have to follow the rules and regulations that is laid down by the devata. That has to be performed also. And they will definitely, it is not easy. You have to do a karma, a lot of karmas, and those karmas, the benefits, the material benefits are to be forfeited here. They don't want any bhaudika phalam in this world, but they want to go to heaven. They will go to heaven. See, all these are all mental planes, right? It's all mental thing. They go to those devas, and that also will come to an end. They will be they stay there for much time. We don't know what time, and they will come to an end, and they will come back to this earth and continue their journey till they are totally realized self. If you read the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, first chapter, 4th Brahmanam, 10th verse. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 1, 4, 10. Pashurevam sa devanam. Okay, it's a long paragraph there. I will tell you what does the paragraph says about. Initially it says about Aham Brahmasmi and all. I am omitting that. We'll come to the next part of that paragraph where it says that those who worship these devas and want to attain the Devalokam, they will reach the Devalokam, but they will be treated the same way as a Pashu for Manushya. How we have Pashu? Pashu means pets or the cows, right? How we treat the cows, similarly, the same way the devas will treat the people who want to go to Devalokam. They will be treated like them very happily. See how we treat our pets and all. We give a lot of food, etc. Right? When we take them out, it will be under the chain. But still they will be happy. And they come here, we give them food, etc. But still in the confines only. They can't escape. Similarly, these devas also keep those who want to go to heavens, the devas or heaven or devalokam, their devata lokam. So they will be treated like a pashu only, and they want to keep them as long as possible. Similar to the animals that we keep. Suppose there is one animal less, we get angry, we get annoyed. There are suppose 100 cows, suddenly one cow is missing. We get annoyed. Is it not exactly similar way? When one is missing from that, they will get angry only. This I am not saying. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad clearly says exactly what I said. I am just telling you what is written there. So these Devalokas, they don't want. And another reason also is there. The reason is that those who get released from there, who are they? Brahmajnanis, who realize self, who understands that it is the Atma which is there in each of us, including those devas. including those devas, including this devatas, ishta devatas, everywhere, everyone, that same consciousness who realizes this person, they all will have to serve this Brahmajnani. They have to serve in the sense that they are inferior to a Brahmajnani. Brahmavidapnoti param. One who knows Brahman is Brahman himself, God himself or herself. So this God, when the Jiva realizes his true nature, they don't want the Devas or Devatas, they don't want them to become Brahmajnani. So they will try to hold on to this. Now, don't take this literally, okay? Think in the practical life. When people have desires, one desire is fulfilled by doing a karma, then it will lead to the next karma, right? And it goes on. When it is failed, when the karma, the phalam is not favorable, this person become unhappy. Either he does another karma in the same direction or some other direction. Like that, this goes on and on. So this karma cycle which continues from one to another, whereas knowing Brahman or realizing self, knowing self will reduce this karma vasana, which will take us towards that state of eternal happiness or eternal bliss, which will never reduce. This Devas don't want means what? It means that the karma vasana will pull us, or the vishayas, the objects of this world will pull us towards the objects of this world more strongly. This is what it means by these devatas will keep them as their slaves for longer time. They don't want them to escape from them. This is the meaning of that. This is from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So this is the meaning of that. When we increase our karma vasana by doing one karma to another, the desires will pull us more and more towards the objects of this world. We will become Vishaya Ramaha instead of Atma Ramaha. We will become more and more pulled towards the world, and we go through the pleasures and pains, more pains, and to get released, it is the most important thing for us to understand here is no self. Self-realization only, and that also one without a second, that is the self. Realizing this self is the only way to come out of the clutches of these material Vishaya Bhogam. Okay, this is the meaning of that. Pashurevam Sadevanam. Then Devan Deva Yajoyati. Devan Deva Yajoyati. This is what? In those who worship Devas, so it is a mental psychic plane. In that they have no idea of self-knowledge. One who has started walking back towards the self, that is the real spirituality, they will start moving away from the clutches of these desires. Okay, and they know that the inner being of each one of us is Paramatma only. Okay, so that is what is self-realization. And then when what happens? Madbhaktaha yanti mamapi. Those who are connected to Atma, which is limitless, which is the true nature of each one of us, which is न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे अहं ब्रह्मास्मि. This realization where I am not different from Atma, I am Atma only, I am Satyam, I am Jnanam, I am Anandam. Satyam, Jnanam, Anandam. Satchidananda Swarupam, that is my true nature, where there is not a drop of shokam, there is no sorrow at all, That is my true nature, whereas all that pull towards the objects of this world is samsara, is the samsara, bhavarogam, etc. That is the main problem, not realizing self. So, mad bhaktaha yanti mamapi. One who realizes me, they reach me. Reach me means they understand me. There is nothing to reach. Just realization only. Understand our true nature. Right? This is the meaning of 23rd. Yeah. See, Upasana, when the Upasana Murti or that Ishta Devata, when anyone does Upasana as one separate from the other, say A is worshipping B, there is already duality there. Whenever there is a duality, then it is samsara only. Even if it is an upasana of Ishvara, it is still samsara. But if this upasana, if this worship is not for any material benefits here or the other world, or for Swargam, etc. If this worship is purely for getting merged with that Ishta Devata, that is fine. That is not a problem. But if it is for the petty things, if it is for the fulfilling the desires of this world, it will be alpam. It will be alpam only. And the benefits also will be alpam. The Devata Swarupam also will be alpam. Whereas when the Devata Swarupam is none other than we, one who sees that same Ishta Devata in every one of us, it is full. It is still complete. Because that person realizes that Ishta Devata as himself or herself, as everything around her. So that sort of worshipping there is nothing wrong in that. That is perfectly all right. Whereas for the fulfillment of material benefits, the Ishta Devata Dhyanam, Ishta Devata Upasana, etc. will be alpam only. Phalam also will be alpam. And the Ishta Devata also is alpam. Okay? Yeah. Mad bhaktaha yanti mamapi. Right. So the last four verses clearly explained the difference between Ishtadevata Upasana, that is with Alpa Buddhi, it is clearly told Alpa Medhas, and knowing self, realization of Atma is the ultimate goal of life. Now the question is, this Ishtadevata has got a rupam to contemplate. Right? The Ishtadevata has got a rupam. Any rupam you can think of, imagine, and this can be contemplated. But Brahman is arupam. It is avyaktam. So people have this wrong notion. How to find this? How to find this which does not have a rupam? Right? So Bhagavan says from 24 to 29, Bhagavan explains this is not true. What Bhagavan says we will see. 24th verse. Avyaktam vyaktimapannam manyante mama buddhayaha param bhavamajanandaha mama vyayamanutamam. Avyaktam vyaktimapannam manyante mama buddhayaha param bhavamajanandaha mama vyayamanutamam. Avyayam means there is imperishable, right? Imperishable. Avyayam, immutable, Okay, Anuttamam. It is Uttamam and it is Ananda Swarupam. Anuttamam. Okay, Anuttamam. It is pure Ananda Swarupam. Then it is Sarva Uttamam. Uttamam is this most auspicious. Okay, most auspicious. Param. Param means the Parama Karanam, the ultimate cause of this universe. Ultimate cause of this universe. Param Mama Bhavam. Param Bhava means my true state, my complete state. Param Bhavam Ajanantaha Abuddhayaha. Ajanantaha, not knowing. Why? Not thinking. Not doing vicharam. Not thinking. Because of that, Abuddhayaha. Okay, Ajanantam Abuddhayaha. Vyaktimapannam. Vyaktimapannam. Okay. Vyaktimapannam means the cause, the ultimate cause through which this universe is manifested. Okay? The universe that appears in consciousness. Okay? So, Vyaktimapannam ma. That which universe which appears in me, that me, mam. Okay? Avyaktam manyante. Avyaktam manyante. They think wrongly. They think wrongly. Those who are unable to see, I will tell you the meaning. Those who are unable to think and know. Okay, those who are unable to do the vicharam and know my complete nature, they think that the universe which appears so clearly as from, it came from something which is avyaktam, from shunyam. From shunyam, this universe came. So that means ultimately they come to an understanding that this Brahman is shunyam. Because why this understanding comes? It is only because they are not thinking. See, even a child knows nothing can come out of shunyam. Nothing can come out of nothingness. From shunyam, nothing can arise. Right? Some abuddhayaha. Abuddhaya means those who are unable to think. Okay? Abuddhayaha. They say that the Prabhamcham came out from shunyam. How is it possible? Without the presence of a desert, is there a water that can appear? The mirage water that appears in a desert, is it possible to have the water appearing without a desert? Impossible. So like that. Or is there a possibility of a snake that can appear on a rope? Without a rope, without a rope, there is no possibility of a snake appearing. So definitely rope is there. Definitely desert is there. So similarly, without positive thing called Brahman, which is Sukshmam, without that the appearance of this universe is impossible. It is impossible. This Prapancham, it is an appearance of Brahman. It is an appearance of, but one who does not think, one who is not able to do Atma Vicharam, will not find this Brahman at all. Okay? So see, what is there? It is neither the manifest nor the unmanifest. Okay? Brahman is neither that which has manifested nor that has not been able to, that is unmanifest, that is shunyam. It is not either vyaktam or avyaktam. See, we can explain this very clearly. You take the dream state. We will analyze this three states. Okay? Deep sleep, the dream state, and the waking state. In a dream state, there is there is a world that appears, right? And a mind is there, is it not? There is a mind, there is a world which is manifested. Similarly, in this waking world, there is a mind and a body and a world, right? So these dream state and the waking state, we can say that which is manifested. And the deep sleep state, it is an unmanifest form, right? When we analyze this Brahman or this consciousness is neither the waking or the dream or the deep sleep. Okay? When we analyze this dream state and waking state and deep sleep, see, in deep sleep there is no ahankara. There is no ahankara. Aham is not there. This I is not there. The small I, that I am doing something. In waking state we have this I. The notion of I is there. Right? And then from that I we have a mind, we have a body, and we have an experience of this world. This ahankara is there. Whereas in deep sleep, there is no mind. Please listen carefully. There is no mind. There is no body. There is no mind. There is no body. There is no experience of anything. This ahankara is not there. There is no this worldly experience. But in deep sleep, we don't experience actually anything. But when we look back, we see that there is no ahankara there. There is no mind there. There is no body there. But there was someone. There was someone in deep sleep. But that is not this ahankara. There is no ahankara. That not because don't know anything. Right? But experience of not knowingness is there. But during the time of deep sleep, there is no experience of not knowingness. Okay? So, when from the waking state, when we analyze a dream state, there is no ahankara, there is no mind, there is no body. The kartrutvam is not there, right? So kartrutvam is not there, no kartrutva bhava. So there is no any of the enjoyment also is not there. There is no pleasure or pain. But someone was there in deep sleep. In dream state, there is this ahankara is there. Ahankara, I am talking about the person inside the dream. Not the one who says I had a dream. No, not that person who says I had a dream. I slept. I saw a dream. Not that I. In the dream, the person inside the dream has got ahankara. He is running out of fear. Some lion was chasing or elephant was chasing. He is running. He is doing things, etc. But once he wakes up from that, he knows that there is nothing real. The ahankara is false. The ahankara is false. The lion is false. The person inside the dream also is false. So, the mind of that person inside the dream who was running out of fear, etc., is also false. But I saw a dream, that I is not ahankara. Okay? So, I saw a dream, I slept. I had a good sleep, blissful sleep, because I did not have a mind, I did not have ahankara, I did not have a body, I did not experience any world. That I, and the same I says I had a dream. And in the waking state, the same I is able to see an ahankara and a mind and a body and a waking world. So this waking world also is a dream. So that I, which experiences a mind, an ahankara and a body and a world, is the same I who slept, who had a blissful time where there was no ahankara of any sort, there is no ahankara of any body, there is no ahankara of any mind, is the same I who saw a dream. So that I, which experiences a world in waking state, experiences another world in a dream state, experiences nothing, but knows the nothingness. That I is Brahman. That is called Avastatraya Sakshi. That is Avastatraya Sakshi. So the dream and the waking is the manifested thing, and in deep sleep it is the unmanifested time. Unmanifested, but neither manifest nor unmanifest, but that which is a positive thing. It is not a shunyam. It is not a shunyam. It is that self-anubhuti. Anubhuti. When you say anubhavam, people get again confused. Anubhavam means experience. Immediately experience is with the five sense organs, etc. No. Anubhuti, which is aparoksham, it is called. Aparoksha anubhuti, it is called. That is, there is no doubt that I am there. That is, I am there now. I am there yesterday. I am there always. There is no question of any change into this I-ness, which is there when I was small, which is there when I was young, and which will be there in my old age, and even after the so-called death also I will ever be there. That I does not change when the body changes or when the avasthas also changes. That I remains the same. That I is what you are, that I is what I am, and that I is what everything is. That is what Dakshinamurti Ashtagam, there is a verse. Balyadishvabi jagradadishu tatha sarvasvavasthasvabi. What is the next? Vyavritta svanuvartamanam ahamityandasphura krihyate. 1 second. Let me take that sloka. बाल्यादिष्वपि जाग्रतादिषु तथा सर्वास्वस्थास्वपि व्यावृत्ता स्वनुवर्तमानमहमित्यन्तस्फुरन्दं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजतां यो भद्रया मुद्रया तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये. Balyadishu means balyam, that is a child, kaumaram, youth, and vardhakyam, old age. Jagradadishu, that is jagrat, swapna, sushupti. Tatha vyavrittasu, that is whenever the changes are happening, sarvasu avasthasvabi, all the changes that is happening, right? Balyadishu, that is in your child, when you are a child, when we were in the youth or in the old age, that which never changes, and at the same time the other also, avasthatrayam, when you are deep sleep or dreaming or in waking state or in other coma or unconsciousness, right? All that avasthasu, sarvasu avasthasu, then antaha ahamidit sada spurandam, that which throbs inside as aham at all times, the unchanging entity, that I. That is what it means. That is what the first verse means. That I is aham brahmasmi. know this self. The knowing this self is Atma Jnanam, that is only knowledge, that understanding that only can release us from the bondage of samsara. No other knowledge is going to help us. No other obtaining many other material benefits is going to give this ultimate peace of mind. It will never give. So the Ishta Devata, Alpamedas, etc., please think about it. And understanding self is the ultimate goal of our life. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Hari Om Tatsat. Brahmarpanamastu.